Your Excellency, Madame Michelle Bachelet, former President of Chile, Shri Mallikarjun Kharge, Shri Shivshankar Menon, Chairperson of the jury for the Indira Gandhi Prize for Peace, Disarmament and Development, members of the jury, distinguished guests. The Indira Gandhi Prize for Peace, Disarmament and Development was instituted in 1985 in the memory of one of the most extraordinary woman leaders of our time. The award commemorates Indira Gandhi's monumental contributions by celebrating women, men, and institutions that have worked towards social development, peace, sustainability, and numerous other causes. It reminds us that even in times of strife, there are those who fight for progress, justice, and the well-being of humankind. As India's first and only woman Prime Minister of India, Indira Gandhi reshaped our country with her policies dedicated to ameliorating poverty, deprivation, conflict, and inequality. She once said, and I quote, "Peace we want because there is another war to fight against poverty, disease, and ignorance." Her work reflected these beliefs that everyone has the right to live without oppression, prejudice, poverty, and violence. The breadth and depth of her accomplishment continue to be recalled and admired in India and across the world. As a leader with a compassionate heart, a deep love for her people, a fierce commitment to human rights, and an unflinching faith in nonviolence, her legacy continues to inspire countless people. Today, I feel privileged to be able to say a few words on the life of another extraordinary, inspiring leader whom we are honoring. Former President Michelle Bachelet has seen at first hand loss, oppression, torture, and exile in her early years. It is a remarkable coincidence how both these two women, were born and raised in times of strife. Their country, their people, their family, and they themselves were victims of subjugation. Madame Bachelet found her way back to Chile, facing setbacks while also witnessing her country's transformation into a democracy. As a trained medical professional, she worked with the Ministry of Health, later serving as the health minister in 2000. She continued to break barriers, becoming Chile and Latin America's first female defense minister, and made history when she was elected president of her country on 2 separate occasions. As Shri Menon has just said, Madame Bachelet's influence extended far beyond the borders of Chile and Latin America, when she was appointed as the first director of UN Women Agency in 2010, and later as United Nations High Commissioner for Human Rights. Her work has been rooted in efforts to ensure the rights of all, but particularly of women. She believes that gender equality is imperative to resolving all that afflict our world. She has said, and I quote, "We simply can no longer afford to deny the full potential of 1/2 of our population. The world needs to tap into the talent and wisdom of women, whether the issue of food security, economic recovery, health, or peace and security, the participation of women is needed now more than ever, unquote. As president, she reformed her country's healthcare system by improving access to primary care facilities, targeting her government's policies towards vulnerable sections such as victims of sexual abuse, promoting their rights to good health and well-being. She was also responsible for improving the conditions and treatment of women in the military and the police force. Her far-reaching tax reforms resulted in more inclusive pension schemes and social protection programs for women and children, and the adoption of quotas to increase women's political participation. Legislations introduced by her government have done much to promote equality, rights, and freedom to all. So it is indeed an honor for the Indira Gandhi Memorial Trust to confer the Indira Gandhi Prize for Peace, Disarmament, and Development 2024 on President Michelle Bachelet, who epitomizes the very essence of Indira Gandhi's life and work. And it is now for all of us here to look forward to hearing Madame Bachelet, and it is with great, great pleasure that I invite her to address us. Thank you.